Excellencies, President Emil Constantinescu, Your Royal Highness, Ministers, President of the Romanian Academy, Rectors, dear students, colleagues, friends, dear Mike Donfried, Director of ICD. It's indeed a very great pleasure for me as Director of the University of Bucharest to co-chair this introductory session. And let me first tell you how much I appreciated the input that the panelists gave to this introduction to the discussion today. And since I am only the co-chair of this session, my task is rather easy because I'm not going to give you a talk. We are a bit behind the schedule anyhow, so I'm only giving some input, and I'm going to share with you some ideas about the why and the how of this program, and in particular why at the University of Bucharest. As Mike Donfried already said, a couple of years ago, President Constantinescu came to the office of the Rector at the University of Bucharest and presented us this wonderful new program about cultural diplomacy, and we had this discussion about how we could implement this vision, these new ideas in higher education. We had also the privilege of not being the first to break the ice, as it were, because our colleagues from Cluj, Babeș-Bolyai University, already had this program from 2 years before that. But anyhow, it seems that this second installment, as it were, of the program works very nicely, since now we have this wonderful opportunity to host 30 students coming from ICD Berlin and coming here and bringing here with them their own cultural heritage and history, and also learning some facts about Bucharest, about Romania, about the University of Bucharest, and also about the National School of Public Administration and Political Sciences. So the why, in a few words, is the fact that at the University of Bucharest, we are very much committed to this goal that we set for ourselves to open the university toward the society, toward the needs of the society, and also towards the future. And of course, the future is the group of the students, the Romanian students, and also the foreign students that could come and study in Romania, and that for sure they would become very good ambassadors of the Romanian history and of the Romanian contemporary culture. The how of this program, this is now very interesting, and I am very happy that Mark Donfried already told to you, is the fact that we could establish in a very recent time, and here I have to thank very much publicly my own faculty, the Faculty of Philosophy at the University of Bucharest, in particular the Dean of the faculty, Professor Romulus Brâncoveanu, for making not only possible, but already actual, this kind of new program, the BA, the MA, and also the PhD program in cultural diplomacy. And I'm very happy to acknowledge the fact that now we are the first, as Mark already said, in this field. So the first time to have this kind of program. So one fact that I also like to highlight is the very idea that the topic of cultural diplomacy is extremely important and very timely. And the very fact that we have here today representatives of the Romanian Parliament, of the Romanian Presidency, of the Romanian Academy, of the government through ministers, the Minister of Education, Adrian Curaj, and also representatives of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and also of the Institute of Diplomatic Culture and Studies in Romania. We also have New Europe College. We have the Rector of the National School, National University for Political Sciences and Administration. So that actually shows that many actors, many important actors in the scientific life, in the academic life, in real policy and politics in Romania nowadays find this kind of approach very important for the education of young students. And this brings me to the next step of my short remark, the opening up to the future. I am very confident that this very fact that young students coming in Romania and Romanian students going abroad via exchanges such as Erasmus exchanges, which works beautifully, is a must now, is a prerequisite for a future better understanding between the nations in Europe, and not only in Europe. I guess with this Erasmus Mundus now, and also with the fact that we can bring now in the program of cultural diplomacy students from Africa, from Asia, maybe from Canada and the United States. All those facts show our vocation for becoming more and more international and for being actually like a turning point in what concerns the building of this new framework, which is cultural diplomacy. In the end of the day, I would say that all those institutions, political institutions, academic institutions, higher education institutions, all of us are working very hard in order to build what a very famous and important American philosopher, John Rawls, very aptly put in saying that we are building a sort of overlapping consensus. We cannot strive to a general consensus in very complex societies, but step by step, incrementally, we can build this sort of overlapping consensus, and I'm very happy that my university, the University of Bucharest, now is in the center of this process, which is very important for the future. Let me finish just by thanking some persons and some institutions who helped us a lot. First of all, our host today, the Central Library of the University of Bucharest, this nice building here. In particular, Mrs. Mircea Dumitru, Dr. Mircea Dumitru, who is the Director General of this institution. Then I would like to thank the Romanian Foundation for Democracy and President Emil Constantinescu, and of course, last but not least, my own institution, the University of Bucharest, the Faculty of Philosophy, through Dean Brâncoveanu and Vice Dean Sorin Costrea, who is going to say a few words in the afternoon. Thank you all for being here, and in particular, I would like to address the students. Thank you for coming here, and I hope that you will enjoy your stay, your remaining stay in Bucharest, and also your trip to Sinaia, and I am hoping that you are going to take with you good impression and vivid memories of your visit to Romania.